What's up? It is Hard Way Wrestling. It is Top Rope Tuesday, and it is Yambag Jones is back in the house. What's up, Scotty? Welcome back, buddy.
What is it? Where's Yambag Jones coming from? I like Yam Yam Bigelow better.
It was Yam Yam Bigelow, but then I don't know. I just came out Yam Yam Jones yesterday.
I thought there was some other Jones. You were somebody else you were jonesing for there for a sec. Pardon the pun.
I know a few Joneses. I know Mr. Jones, right? Counting Crows, right? That's the big one that comes to my mind. What's another Jones?
SD Jones.
That's a good one. Yambag Jones. That's a good one.
Yambag Jones.
That's a Taz. Yambag Jones. Ricky, what's a Jones?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Not awake enough to figure it out yet.
All right. Well, in the chat, once you guys start to come on here, but give us Jones. We need some Jones. I'm jonesing for some Joneses. Anyway, if you're just catching us on YouTube right now, go like, subscribe, and ring the bell. We lost one. We are so close to 750. No, is it 7?
Yeah, we're 750.
So close. So close to 750. Was that you, buddy?
Yeah, sorry, that was me. My volume was up, and I didn't realize.
We are so close to 750, and then we just one less today for some reason. I must have said something, or somebody didn't like the roast of Tom Brady and didn't appreciate me commenting on it, or whatever.
Or somebody just didn't like the way you look.
I mean, that's not. I mean, okay, who are those people? Who are those people?
Oh,
so Scotty wasn't with us yesterday. Scotty wasn't with us. Wasn't with us. Why wasn't Scotty with us, Ricky?
He was playing with his magic.
He is a magician. I didn't realize.
Actually, you were completely wrong on that. I was at work yesterday.
Oh, you were working yesterday. Oh no. What day was it when we talked to you?
That was during the
Saturday.
That's right.
Saturday when you called me randomly, called the group chat randomly. I'm like, what the heck? Like, why is Hardway Wrestling calling me? What the heck?
I figured if I was going to crash my car watching his pay-per-view, I was going to let everybody watch. So you play Magic the Gathering.
Yep.
Explain. Just give me the cliff notes. I know it's a lot to go through.
Wake me up when we're done.
Tell me. I mean, does a full house beat a flush? What? Tell me.
Let's put it in video game terms that you can understand. It's pay to win. So basically, you buy the best cards, you build the best decks. Think of it like it's for anybody of the uninitiated. So there's 3 tiers of card games. Pokemon is for the younger kids. Yu-Gi-Oh is kind of for like teen through early 20s, and Magic is for the adults who want to have some fun. It's hard to explain in Cliff Notes, but basically you build these decks with cards that are based out from everything from like science fiction to fantasy to there's stuff from Lord of the Rings. There's every kind of conceivable creature type imaginable in there. Everything from they just did a Fallout set based on the Fallout video games. Long story short, you build these decks, you battle with them, you take your opponents down, you beat the daylights out of them, and you have fun with it. And
how often do you get pussy from this game?
There are girls that play.
Okay, I'm asking. Why wouldn't you buy like all the most expensive cards just so you win? Why wouldn't you do that?
Well, there are some people that do. Shout out Richie Brown. Hey man, how you doing? How you doing? Now, literally, this kid, I shit you not. So this card game has been going on since 1993. All right. There are cards in those early sets in like the first 2 or 3 years of Magic that are valued at $500, $600, $700. Some of them are valued in the tens of thousands of dollars, hundreds of thousands. So my buddy Richie literally takes there used to be a card game in the mid to late 90s called Star Wars the card game. there are cards in there that are still valuable, that still have held their value over the years, even though the game pretty much doesn't exist anymore. So he sold his entire Star Wars card game collection to buy about 10 cards valued in almost over $1,000. So different cards, like it's insane. Like, and like, dude, hey, you know what? More power to you. You want to build the deck like that? Go right ahead. Those of us who are kind of in the poorer tax bracket that can't afford that kind of stuff, you can, and that's the thing, you can pay to win, yes. But there are decks built, for budget players. There's decks for medium players, for medium-sized budgets, large budgets. It doesn't really matter. You can build a competitive deck based on your price range. There's a $50 deck that can win every time, and then there's $500 decks that can win literally on turn one.
Okay.
So it's like
it's
the more money, the happier the ending. Is that what?
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, okay. Well, it's a Robert Kraft type of deal.
Exactly.
I actually think that's fucking genius, guys. That's fucking genius. Yeah, I like. I think that's what if I was to play. If I didn't like girls, I would buy the most expensive thing possible and never lose. Can you still lose if you buy the most expensive? It's all on how you play the cards, right?
It's all how you play it. Richie has one of the most expensive decks out there, and yet he still loses to players not because they have the better cards, but because they know how to outplay him and beat him. So yeah,
sounds like Richie's an idiot.
Sounds like you're playing chess with cards.
It is. I give it. Take chess and put it on steroids, and you got Magic the Gathering. Because whereas chess is on, this is the way I always describe it to people. Whereas chess is on a finite board, yes, you have hundreds of thousands of moves and gambits and things you can do. It's still tied to that finite chess board. With Magic, you've had cards since 1993. So you can literally build a deck of 60 cards, 100 cards, whatever deck style you want to build. And it runs perfectly. You change out 2 cards, and then the deck runs in a completely different way just because of those 2 card change out. It's, there's a deck I'm working on right now. I've been working on it since I pretty much started playing Magic back in 2010. And I literally just changed out 2 cards, and I almost got a win the other day. If it hadn't been for Ryan, if you ever see this, I'm going to get you, boy. I will get you one of these days. I literally almost had an infinite combo that could have won the game, and Ryan stopped me because he just had a way to stop me. So,
okay.
Yeah.
Wow. All right. Well, I lost any erection that I had is gone.
Oh, good for you.
No, I always found that game intriguing. All those card games intriguing. Those guys sitting across from each other, and I always thought, man, I have, if I have like 10K, you never fucking beat me. You just never beat me. Never beat me.
You think
Eli. Oh, okay, go ahead.
You think that, but it's not just about the amount of cards, like the higher value cards you have, like money wise. It's how well you know how to play your deck. So
yeah.
Because my deck is really big, and I know how to play it.
Yeah,
really
it is. Hey, you know what, Scotty? Why don't you show us your deck? Yeah, what? Why don't you show us your deck, buddy? Eli Rowland is in the chat, buddy. What is going on? I saw you were in a car accident yesterday, man. I think he was hit by a semi truck. Holy shit!
Jesus.
And 10 minutes later, he's videoing it. I'm like, okay.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, so god dang, at least he's on here and not dead. So that's awesome. All right, well, let's get into it. We're gonna cover Raw. We're gonna cover Deadman Wrestling and King of the Ring stuff. So we're gonna get into it. Raw last night. You guys all caught up on Raw. You saw most of it, I imagine.
I saw some of it.
I saw clips mostly. I didn't get a chance to watch the whole thing yet.
All right, well, it kicked off with basically Damian Priest apologizing to his boys, about losing his cool after winning at the last pay-per-view. So back and forth there. I still think Priest is on his way out of there somehow, some way. So
Yeah.
we had our first King of the
I'm
Ring.
still cracking up that Michael Cole keeps calling JD McDonough Funko Pop.
Yeah, now like Jim Cornette is rubbing off on everybody now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And that's a good thing, ladies and gentlemen. That is a very good thing.
Yeah.
So our first, not really. So first of all, we had our first King of the Ring qualifying match: Jey Uso versus Finn Balor. McIntyre interfered, but he didn't really do anything. Basically, was down at ringside, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, Finn Balor lost this. I
He
think
did.
Jey Uso moved on. Okay.
Yes.
So Jay moved on in the King of the Ring, and we'll get to the King of the Ring stuff here in a little bit. What was next?
Well, they tried to catch up with McIntyre backstage, and he ended up leaving because he was bitching about his not being able to compete because his arm.
Yeah,
injury.
Jay took his spot, right? Because he's injured. Yeah.
And then CM Punk rolled in like 3 minutes late, like 3 seconds after him leaving, and then Punk came out, started running his mouth about how he's going to continue to make Drew's life a living hell.
So, really quick, do we know how Drew hurt his arm? Was that off of the whole? Was that the WrestleMania deal, like the cash in and stuff like that, or was that during the?
That was before.
I think it was the Raw. I thought it was the Raw after. I thought he got hurt the Raw after.
Was it? Yeah, it might have been.
Yeah,
I can't remember if it was right before or right after.
Yeah, I think it was the Raw after. Anyway, yeah, who knows how long he's out. Eli was hit by a semi truck, not a single scratch on him. The car actually survived. It's getting fixed on Thursday. It's good to be here to see you guys. Man, we're glad you're good, Eli. He got hurt the Raw after. Okay, Eli, yeah. Good. Oh, Eli's in the chat, so we're just gonna bring Eli in. Eli, do you got a good connection? Eli, if you got a good connection, we'll bring you on chat here. We'll bring you on live stream since you're alive. I mean,
what fucking window is Eli in?
Like he is. Well, right now he's on the chat.
YouTube?
Right now, yeah, he's on Facebook.
Oh, never mind. That's what I was looking at YouTube.
I'll give me 1 second here.
Seeing if that jabroni Giles Gems has popped in yet, but
Ricky, you want to go ahead and keep going with Raw here? Can you do that?
Shit, I'm trying to think of what was next. I want to say it was Natalia and Io
we had
Sky.
Natalia and Io Sky. Go ahead and go with that. And I'll get Eli, or I'll get Eli all set up here.
That match wasn't too bad. I figured they were going to let Io basically smash her, but Natalia was dedicating her tournament to Owen Hart, and of course she didn't last long. Io ends up beating her. There was a slight distraction towards the end by Dakota Kai when Natalia was getting ready to put her in the sharpshooter, but she was too close to the ropes anyway. Io hit the moonsault and wins, and then Dakota Kai got in the ring, and they were basically saying how they're coming after Becky Lynch, and she was also subbing in for an injured Asuka to take on Lyra Valkyria later in the night, I believe.
Yep.
See, after that match was it Ricochet and Dragunov?
Yep, we had
Ilya
Dragunov and Ricochet.
I didn't see all of that match.
Oh, really, really good match.
I saw some clips off on Instagram of that, and it's the one match I kind of want to go back to Raw to find, and just because you guys know I love my boy Dragunov, but like I am really interested to see what they do for a final, because Gunther's in King of the Ring too, right?
Yeah, they're both on Raw, so they're both on Raw, so I think that'll be your Raw finals.
Yeah,
you're finally gonna get your Raw final.
Dang.
Yeah,
yeah. So,
hey, I like it Raw, so you know.
Yeah, you do.
With his big deck.
Big deck. So, after then we got Ivy now and Zoe Stark. I was a little surprised that they put Zoe over Ivy. I really like Ivy. I like Zoe too, but they put Zoe over. So Zoe, she moves on to the Queen of the Ring. Then we had a Chad Gable Bronson Reed match. I am so sick of these guys. I'm so sick of the same dudes all the time.
Didn't they announce a triple threat for Crown Jewel?
Yes, because Sammy interfered in this match, jumped Gable, and then Bronson Reed smashed both of them.
Didn't we call that a couple weeks ago after like the first?
Yeah,
match?
I thought they were going to do it at Backlash, but for whatever reason, I guess Backlash has a quota of like 5 matches.
Yeah, you can.
And it was already filled.
Well, you know, Sammy over in overseas though, they love Sami Zayn, so I can imagine.
Oh, he's going to dress like Jesus at Crown
Jesus
Jewel.
Zayn is going to be out of Crown Jewel. So.
All of my points on Jesus Zayn.
He's Jesus is undefeated in Israel. So
you mean in Saudi Arabia?
Same thing.
Yeah,
not really.
Same religious nuts. That's
wrong.
Sure.
They're yeah.
They had to sit down with Becky Lynch and Michael Cole. Then it was interrupted by watch me.
I love Liv.
Yeah, she shows up, talks a little bit of shit. She wants that women's title. Then they were interrupted by Damage Control and Dakota Kai, and I guess Asuka's out, hurt. She's hurt.
Yeah.
So
she was already hurt for a while anyway, I think.
Yeah, because I think she was hurt going into WrestleMania.
Well, if she wasn't hurt after that tag match the other night, I don't know. They beat the shit out of her.
Yeah.
She took a couple. Well, she got kicked in the gooch.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jake kicked her in the baby maker. So right in the yam bag.
Knocked the ovaries out of her.
God.
Yes, boys. Owen Hardy is in the chat. Dragon Ricochet was the best match I've seen in a long time. Yeah, Dragunov got that. He drops that elbow. It's called an H-bomb. It is awesome. Okay. Nikita Koloff is in the chat. I had to tell you guys. Nikita he cost me $2 the other day because I think I have 12 hours of streaming or 12 hours of podcasting that I can do, and then they charge me an extra $2 an hour, and I had it down to the last minute on, I guess it was Friday, and he he came in ahem.
Hello, gentlemen. How's it going?
And there he is. What is going on, Eli? How are you, my friend? Turn your
camera
sideways. Turn your camera sideways.
Oh, my bad. Is that better?
Yeah, you got to unlock it so it turns your camera.
Where does Steve Austin sign his contract?
I'm trying to figure this thing out. I'm sorry. It took me a minute to get this thing figured out. I apologize.
Yeah, no worries. Okay, Nikita Koloff. Where does Stone Cold Steve Austin sign his contracts? Holy shit. This might be the worst one yet. This might be the worst one yet.
Can't be worse than suplex.
Okay, so what was that again? What would you say?
Can you turn your screen lock off and turn your phone sideways?
Yes. If I see, I should have it
on the bottom line.
On the bottom.
I don't get
this. I have no idea. I don't get it. It's terrible. It's terrible.
Is that better?
No, you're still in regular mode.
Okay.
You're okay. How many wrestlers does it take to rotate their phone? Apparently not 4. That's a good one.
Yeah.
That one makes absolute sense. So, Eli, welcome, buddy. This is the first time we've ever seen each other. Eli,
it is the first time meeting. It's
Eli, I don't even know I can't even remember how we met. I think it was probably through Facebook or wrestle. You wrestle, right? You're a wrestler?
Yes, sir. I've been professionally wrestling for 9 going on 10 years.
Okay. You got music playing in the background?
Yes, that's actually my stepfather. He's playing his bass out in the living room.
Okay, I got you. Okay, where are you? No worries. Where are you a professional wrestler at?
I reside mostly in North Carolina. You have to have a license to professionally wrestle in South Carolina. I've never, with my work, I've never had the opportunity to go to get my physical to get licensed in South Carolina. I have worked a few shows in South Carolina. Got to keep that a secret, but I mostly reside in North Carolina, about in Kings Mountain area,
Okay.
Rutherford County, mostly over in Kings Mountain.
I worked in Virginia for about a year and a half before I got my license, so no worries. Some of these mud shows, some of these outlaw mud shows, bro, they don't even know. So no big.
Well,
deal.
it's good to finally meet you, man. Honestly, I think it's funny how we met because we made some comment on a post because you know how most quote unquote uneducated marks are. We kind of got that whole conversation.
Gotcha.
It's just, man, it's watching and listening to some of these people sit here and make all these comments like they know everything about this business, yet they've never stepped a single foot inside a ring or have any kind of experience. It infuriates me because if they only understood the mentality, the physicality, and the pain that you have to go through to train in this sport, they wouldn't say the things that they say.
Oh, Eli, you can't let it bother you because we need those people. We need those people that have zero clue because they're the ones that click on everything we post.
You right.
I put up a video and a shitty video of that what's her name, Sky Blue, and that chair shot. It's over 200 plus views, 200K views.
200K.
And
yeah.
the people are out of control on there. I fucking love it. I love it, Mark. I love it, Mark.
It's, man, and look, you know, I ain't gonna lie, we're all kind of marks in some way because you got in this business because you're a mark, you know. But these are people that think they know every single thing, and you know they go and say watching the match between Chris Jericho and Sammy Guevara, and they miss one spot. They mess up one spot. Let's say Jericho goes to hit a whistle drop kick and he completely misses Sammy Guevara, and it just looks completely horrible. Man, you're gonna have them marks on there that's just gonna bash and bash and bash.
Oh,
and bash.
It is Jericho.
True that. I mean, yeah, I mean, the man's getting a little too old for doing the things he does, but I just love wrestling for wrestling, man. I'm not really big on this, you know, are you an AEW side? I feel like professional wrestling is loved as a whole.
Right.
And I feel like right now it's just, you got so many AEW marks at WWE marks throats, and then you got WWE marks at AEW marks throats. So it's like, we should be able to come to a mutual agreement because it's wrestling, you know, it's professional wrestling.
I believe we need to be able to choke all those marks equally. Like everybody needs, like AEW fans and AEW fans and WWE fans all needed just a good stranglehold around their neck, you know. So I believe in equally strangling everybody.
Scotty's the mark that gets Joe Janela throwing Coke cans at him.
Yeah. Scotty's mark number 1.
And 2 and 3.
Yeah, and if you want that story, I'll tell it offline for you. Yeah. Everybody else, go find our video on that story. You'll
it's
you'll
pretty
get a good
story. One day we're gonna have to go back through that story. That's a pretty good story. I don't know how he hit you. Kind of a small target.
I don't know how he missed. Like, I don't know how he missed. He hit my shoulder. Like, how the heck can you miss this? Like,
oh shit. All right, well, let's Eli, you gonna hang out a few minutes?
Yeah, man. I just got off work. I got nothing to do.
Concussion.
Yeah, you're alive. Congratulations, bro. How the
fuck
man,
did you
walk away getting hit by a semi truck?
I got lucky. I was heading off my exit to go toward work, and apparently the semi truck that hit me, he had a green light and he was coming toward me, but I had a green light as well. So as I was going, he come and he blew his horn, and it was too late, and he hit me on my backside. I spun about 360, and it came to a complete stop. And I was just like, am I good? Am I okay? I walked out this time, and all I got was a busted window with shattered glass everywhere, and I got a few gnarly dents in my door that's got to get fixed, but I'm alive, so that's all that matters.
It wasn't a Walmart truck, right?
No, surprisingly, it was a
Morgan
semi
got a
truck
nice
that
little payday
was
from a Walmart
hooked up
truck.
to no trailer, and he was just heading to work.
Oh, jeez.
Jeez.
This was like 5 o'clock in the morning too.
Well, and thankfully he wasn't pulling a trailer because that could have been even worse for you. Like,
Yeah, I'm surprised it didn't flip. To be honest with you, it was a very scary situation. But I'm here. I'm alive. I'm all right.
All right.
Sweet.
All right, well, let's keep it rolling here. We had another King of the Ring, or Queen of the Ring, first round. Dakota Kai stayed out there after. Oh, did they end up kicking the shit out of Becky? I don't remember.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Liv Morgan,
Liv
Morgan rolled out of the ring. Like,
Liv Paladin
her problem.
All right, so Lyra, we got Lyra Valkyrie. She comes running to the ring to save Becky. That's what it was. Lyra came down to save Becky, smacked the shit out of Damage Control. While Liv Morgan is giggling up on the ramp. So we get Lyra Valkyrie versus Dakota Kai. I really like Dakota Kai. I know they just brought Lyra Valkyrie up, but I really think Dakota Kai should have went over in this one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, but Lyra Valkyrie moves on. We got King of the Ring. All right, so we got our first round. Gunther, Sheamus. They beat the absolute fucking tar out of each other. There was one point towards the end of the match. You know how Sheamus does he's beating his chest. Right? He's getting ready to line up the bro kick. He doesn't even hit it. Like, he hits it once and he's like, stops.
Yeah.
Like, he is so sore and beat to shit. So they really made it seem like Sheamus was going to win this match. There was a lot of great spots here, but Gunther. Gunther's hard to beat. He's lost one match in 3 years?
Yeah.
So Gunther holds on here to move on into the King of the Ring, and Sheamus is back to Burger King, I believe.
Yeah. Burger after burger after burger. That should be my tagline. What Sheamus? What are you doing, man? Like, I'm the fat guy here. Like, that should be my tagline. Why are you taking my tagline?
Well, that's because Drew met Sheamus before he met you.
Yeah, true.
All right. Let's see here. So we got the King of the Ring. So you got Elio versus Jey Uso in the next round. We're waiting to see who finishes up between Kofi and Rey Mysterio. I guess are they going to be on a house show, or are they going to be next Monday?
Probably next Monday.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I know there was supposed to be surprises.
I will say, though, I do like the idea of them doing the King of the Ring and Queen of the Ring tournament qualifiers and live event shows. I think that's a really good idea. I think it'll really kind of boost up their live event tickets and bring more people in.
Right on.
I think it's good.
Yeah. All right, what do we got here? No, it's a house show this weekend. So they're going to have so they're having Kofi and Ray at a house show this weekend. So
okay, here's a question really quick about that. Again, house shows, they're great and everything. But most of the time, no real stories are advanced when you do a house show. Like, what does that say for Kofi and Ray that they're not going to put something like that on television? Like, does that kind of feel like they're getting? I mean, especially somebody like Ray, who's in the Hall of Fame. Kofi, who will eventually at some point down the road, like in the next 10, 15 years, be a Hall of Famer himself. Like, that kind of is a little odd that they put that one on a house show.
If they get desperate, Kofi will be in 10 to 15 seconds before he even retires, like Ray.
Yeah.
I really don't think it means a lot. I think they're trying to boost a house show pop, by putting Kofi and Ray on it.
Okay.
They're still getting a paycheck, so
there's been times when they've even had title flipping house shows, and then the very following day they would have them, regain that title. It's just those like pop moments, like because the live events, there's stuff that you see at live events you're not going to see anywhere else. So when they do exciting matches like that, I think it's going to draw to people saying, you know what? Maybe I should go to this live show because I can probably see something or something surprising may happen, and then I'll have to watch Raw or SmackDown to follow up from there. So I think it's a very good idea, personally.
All right, well, Eli, who do you got, Kofi or Mysterio? Who do you got here?
That's a very good one.
Well, that's why I said it.
Yeah. In terms, I'm gonna go with Kofi on this one. I feel like Kofi deserves a slight little small push. I know he got his big push after he won the heavyweight title, but I just feel like he could do something special in the tournament. I'm gonna have to go with Kofi on this one personally. I just feel like he deserves it more.
All right, Ricky, who you got here?
Yeah, I'm going with Kofi as well.
All right, Scotty.
I'm thinking about it. I'm going to actually go Ray on this one. I know Ray's, Hall of Famer, multi-time champion and stuff like that, but like I think I like Kofi. I've liked what he's done over the years, but if you want to keep your biggest, like Kofi's still kind of in the mid card, like now if a win could elevate him, help to keep elevating him into the main card, but I think they're going to keep their big name stars in this tournament, so I think it's going to stay Ray. I think it's going to be Rey Mysterio.
I don't see Kofi going back up towards the world title picture. Like that was just a lightning in a bottle thing at the time that they ran with because he was so over. And the fans wanted it. He's pretty much elevated back to the tag title / mid card.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I'm going to take Mysterio because I like the David versus Goliath story here, but I believe that we're going to get some interference from somebody here. Maybe somebody with an apple. I don't know.
That or one.
Yeah.
Dudes.
Who knows here?
I almost forgot about that.
Yeah,
that's not cool.
That's not cool, man. So SmackDown on Friday, we got AJ Styles, Orton, Corbin, Hayes, Carmelo, LA Knight versus Santos Escobar, and Lashley versus Tama Tonga.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm actually.
That's a pretty good lineup.
That's actually really good. I'm actually surprised that Tama Tonga's in this, but
I am too, actually.
Yeah. So I guess we'll see exactly what goes on. Let's see. Let's pull up the Queen of the Ring. Queen of the Ring. Can't find any good shit on the women for some reason.
If you want good shit, check OnlyFans.
Yeah. Anyway, let's
Yeah.
And there's the Queen of the Ring. So we have Zoe moves on. No. Zoe moves on. Lyra moves on. Io moved on, correct?
Yep.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And we're gonna get on a house show. We're gonna get Zelina versus what's her name? God,
Joe Hendry?
No. I wish it was Joe Hendry. I'd still take what's her name that was Ronda's partner?
Shayna Baszler.
Oh,
Shayna Baszler.
Yeah, she's beating Zelina.
And as of right now, I don't see any. I don't know that they've announced the women on the SmackDown side. Yep, Shayna, thank you. So the picture I have doesn't have the Queen of the Ring. So I guess these are all on the next pay-per-view. They're all going to be. We're going to get a new King and Queen at the next pay-per-view. Does Zelina repeat?
No, she's not making it out of round one. Shayna's going to choke her out.
Let's hope.
Yeah, Shayna's gonna fuck around.
Let's hope. So. All right. Well, we're gonna move on here.
I'm sorry to interrupt. They had a chance to push Zelina a long time ago, and they kind of just blew it.
Yeah.
I mean, they did give her that push there for the last Backlash. I mean, she was really huge. going into
Yeah.
Puerto Rico, and that was an awesome spot for her. She just happened to run into probably the hottest wrestler in WWE at the time, so which is sort of unfortunate. All right, well, let's get into our last story. Ric Flair, motherfucker, died in the middle of the ring. Eli, did you watch this final match with Ric Flair?
The final match with Ric Flair?
Yeah.
It was him and Andrade against Jay Lethal and Jeff Jarrett. Like, what was that, 2 years ago now?
Man, I knew from the start that it wasn't a good idea. I don't care what anybody says. I still feel like Ric Flair's true retirement match was at WrestleMania with Shawn Michaels. That is the real last Ric Flair match. It was pitiful watching him in the ring. Man. It was pitiful. It was. It should have never been.
He said he was all dehydrated from drinking too much and partying.
So here's what Rick said. He went to get what they call a calcium scan, which he had never heard of before because of a couple of guys died in the business of heart issues and some kind, and it scared him. It scared him. That motherfucker drank, was not scared of herpes and alcohol poisoning, but he was scared of having a heart attack. They gave him a nuclear
Which he's already. How many heart attacks did he have in the ring? Like, he had one back in WCW on live TV, shooting a promo with Mean Gene.
Did he really?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
I did not know that either, but wow.
Yeah, let me I'll see if I can find when it was.
So they did the nuclear test, shot the dye, put him on a treadmill and everything. 2 days, it's 2 days of 3 hours of tests. This is 6 months. This was 6 months ago. The guy takes me in and looks at his heart. This is terribly written. There's a piece of my heart right here, this big. It's black. It's gone. The guy said, "You've had a heart attack in the last 2 years." He said, "You have," and Rick was like, "Yeah, well, no, I don't think so. I've had no issues." He said, "Well, have you passed out in the last 2 years?" And during my last match, I passed out 3 times. So I remember.
Well, you watched him when he hit the figure 4 at the ending of that match. He went and hit the figure 4 and he said, "Fuck sitting up. I'm just going to lay here. Just number 3 at this point." I thought he could stand up.
I thought he was going to put his hands down and do the Charlotte Flair, the figure 8, when he laid down, but he decided to take a nap instead. So there were a couple. There was one time during that match where Rick was laying on the apron and just not moving. And when I remember us,
the way I think about it, though,
and we were saying
the finish made no sense because he hits Jarrett with the brass knuckles. So what's the point of hitting the figure 4 after that? You should have just took the cover.
Never mind. That was a heart attack angle. I thought for sure they said it was a real heart attack he had that time on Nitro. And he faked the heart attack.
Randy thinks it's one where he stripped down in his boxers. I know he gave that stewardess on that airplane a heart attack with his dick that one time. I think after he hit him with the brass knuckles, he just wanted him to lay down so he could lay down with him. Again, there were times in that match where I know Ricky and I or somebody and I were chatting back and forth like, this motherfucker's dead, bro. He is out. His eyes are closed. Not just
that's how he wants to go out anyway.
Oh, Garrett fucking to you that's the way he's gonna go out. He's not done either.
He's gonna Mickey Rourke wrestler and he's gonna do the ram jam off the top rope and that's it for Ric Flair.
Well, he almost got the fucking ram jam that night for his last match. So Ric Flair.
Oh my God, it was brutal, man.
Now they can't really. Now the doctor can't pinpoint exactly where when the heart attack was, but it was 2 years ago. So do the fucking math. Woo.
It'll probably be the woo energy that kills him.
Yeah.
in the middle of the ring.
There's actually a disclaimer on the can that says "Don't fucking drink it if you have heart issues."
Heart issues, yeah.
Yeah. So, I wonder if Rick's even tried his own stuff.
He's still alive, so I doubt it.
God, terrible.
He'll be in there doing it like Stone Cold, have somebody ringside throwing him from a cooler.
Yeah.
Starts cracking them energies open.
I mean, I'm hoping we don't get another match out of Ric Flair, but
same here.
As we see, Tony's very desperate right now. So
it was painful just to watch him just doing those interference parts with like the Young Bucks and.
Oh my God! I was just about to mention that.
Yeah.
Well, you remember Ric
he was about to act like he was going to hit what was it, Darby or Sting with a bat, and then he pokes the eye of Rod or Nick, and then he come in low blow, and I was like, "Just were slow, man. He couldn't get them arms up for nothing."
Well, you remember Rick is throwing these chops and just always with the chops and the woo, and then during that last match or whatever, he was throwing these chops that he couldn't have cut a piece of meat with those fucking chops. They were so bad. They were just god awful. But he's 70-some years old. So terrible.
It's like watching Herbert the pervert walking around without his cane or without his walker.
Terrible.
Just looking for that muscly arm newspaper boy.
That doesn't work for me, brother.
Going back to something Flair related, but I thought AEW was supposed to be sponsored by Woo Energy because they were supposed to keep cans out on the announce tables and stuff like that. Whatever happened to that whole thing?
I think they got thirsty.
Yeah.
They just drank them. Yeah, who knows? That whole
sponsored by Woo and one sponsored by Prime.
Yeah. And both will kill you.
Actually, the Prime's not too bad. They got a brand. They got a new flavor that's icy pop or whatever. It's actually pretty good.
I've tried a couple of the Primes and I didn't like them.
Too sweet for me.
Yeah, they're very sweet. But it's coconut water, so I mean, there's worse shit you could drink. There you go. Right?
You're right.
Yours is sugar-free Red Bull, though, right?
It is.
Yeah.
Because I got diabetes.
Got the beaties.
Nah, I drink religiously 2 Red Bulls a day. That's my caffeine intake.
All right, Eli. Well, I thank you for joining us. We're glad you're okay, man.
Yes, thank y'all for letting me join, man. I enjoyed it, man. It's good to meet all of y'all. I hope to do this again sometime in a better situation.
The next time we do it, we'll have to do it in a little bit of a quieter atmosphere. And we'll
be a quieter atmosphere. This is kind of last minute for me, so I wasn't really prepared.
No worries, man. No worries. I just want to see if you had any broken noses or anything.
You've already got better.
No, brother, not a scratch. I swear on my life, not a single scratch. Not even everybody didn't even deploy.
What promotion are you working for down in North Carolina?
Various. You got Uprise Pro Wrestling. You have UIW, which is Underground Independent Wrestling.
I know Uprise.
You got His Pro Wrestling.
Did you say his Pro Wrestling?
His HIS. His Pro Wrestling.
Oh, okay.
It's have you ever heard of APW in Boiling Springs, South Carolina?
No.
American Pro Wrestling.
No.
Well, there was a ring announcer there. He had ring announced there for years, and that company had been running since late 80s, early 90s. They're still running today, but they have a different owner. Anyways, he decided one day, he was like, man, I'm going to open my own company up. And so he called it His Pro Wrestling, and he runs once a month now. It works.
Right on.
I can't really name. I don't stick to one company or promotion. I go to various.
Gotcha. All right, well, I guess
the main promotion that I work for now is sorry, what was that?
You're gonna have to get me booked down there. My boy,
right now the main promotion I work for, it's called WFC, It's called Wrestling for Christ. Basically, we go around different spots in North Carolina to churches and different events to raise money. It's a Christian-based wrestling promotion, but we do that. It's a bit mainly it's benefit shows that we raise to help people that are really sick or to help the homeless. I enjoy it because every show that we do, we get an outstanding crowd. The last show that we worked, we got about 250, 300 people.
Oh, right on.
Right.
All right. Well,
That's definitely not a promotion you want Jason involved in, though, because every time he goes into a church, he gets struck by lightning.
I'm pretty hated everywhere I go. I might be called El Diablo when I go to Diablo
Hashtag
Cross.
Heal for Life.
That's right. So, all right, Eli, but we'll be talking to you. I'll be in touch, man. Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys. I hope you have a good evening.
All right, be safe.
Thanks, you too, bud.
All right. Eli Rowland.
Awesome.
North Carolina wrestler. Eli Rowland. I've been dying to get down there and get on some shows down there. You know, AK's been down there a couple of times trying to get me to go down. That motherfucker, though, he wants to drive to North Carolina. Of course, he lives in Virginia, so it's not as bad. But he wants to drive to North Carolina. Hey, Lacey. He wants to drive to North Carolina, then drive fucking home the same night.
Holy!
Man, I was like, bro,
Isn't that almost a full day
That
trip
doesn't
anyway?
work for me,
Depending,
brother.
I guess depending where in North Carolina.
North Carolina. Well, yeah, that's true. But North Carolina is about
it's-
7 hours.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a 7-8 hour trip one way.
They have
Depending
one
where you're
way.
Yeah, not counting bathroom breaks, eating.
And you know what? When I drive, I got to pull over 12 times.
And
My
only,
My
yeah,
bladder isn't as big as Scotty's deck.
then your car will tell you to pull over about 20 times.
Yeah, the whole time, bro. Just reach through the steering wheel.
Dude, all you gotta do is just like you gotta nurse for a fiance. Just have her Kathy on the way down and Kathy on the way back. Just pee into a bottle. Like it shouldn't be a big deal.
Freddie Prince Jr.'s what's up? The GOAT is here. Jay Walker is here. Welcome, buddy. Butts, dudes. Freddie Prince is trying to get a TV deal for his federation. Aren't they all?
Yeah.
Aren't they all? We know there's a promotion there's a streaming service out there that's one wrestling organization light right now. So
Yeah.
The Zone. May have them contact The Zone.
Who's Freddie Prince's champion? Is it
David Arquette?
Yeah, I was gonna say, is it Arquette?
I actually have no idea, but I know Freddie Prinze Jr. is into the wrestling. So
he used to be on creative for WWE. So
Yeah.
Was he really? I did
Yeah,
not
at
know
one point,
that.
at one point I think he was.
He's in a lot of those documentaries.
Are you talking about Shaggy? No, are you talking about
Fred?
Fred? Yeah. So he is on some of the A&E documentaries. He's a talking head, and it says under his name, former WWE writer. You know, so yeah, he's former WWE creative.
Is Deadman Wrestling mean Undertaker Wrestling? I don't know what that means, Goat.
Yeah, he's talking about when you said that
he is a rival documentary. Oh, I didn't realize. I knew Freddie Prinze was in. Yeah, I thought he was too busy chasing around Velma. God damn. Well, name another Freddie Prinze Jr. Movie. Yeah.
Like he had about 4 or 5 good ones, but I don't remember what any of them were.
Why do I doubt that? Why do I not believe that?
Who says they were good?
I'd rather look at Scotty. I'd rather look at Scotty's deck before I watch a fucking Freddie Prinze movie. All right, well, that's good. Do it here for Highway Wrestling short show today. Short by 15 minutes. We are back on Friday this week. We're going to be back on our normal Friday. Maybe we'll do something a little different. Maybe a game. A little.
We haven't played a game in a while.
It's been a while. It's been a while. WWE rivals. Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Yeah.
So anyway, if you are on YouTube, please go like and subscribe. We are chasing 1,000, but right now
How
we
many
are
of
chasing
those?
750.
How many of those 200K views on the damn Facebook post decided they weren't going to subscribe?
I have zero idea, bro, but I sent them all requests.
That's ridiculous.
Every single one of them. And it was like 400 plus comments. So when
I
they
think
comment,
250 of them were from the same two that were ready to
that's
throw down.
true. Yeah, these guys are Summer Catch, good baseball movie. I don't think so. That's not was he in a league of their own? Was he the one crying in baseball?
Probably. I don't know.
Freddie Prinze Jr.
Nah. Freddie Prinze wasn't in a league of their own. He may have been in Major League. I mean, that sounds like something he would have.
He's got the face of a baseball glove, so he's probably in there. So, anyway, don't know if we'll have Austin. You guys will be back on Friday. We'll do something. We'll figure out something cool on Friday, and hopefully have some. Tony Khan gets dropped on his stack of dimes on Wednesday.
Yeah.
Scotty, you might be right though. I did hear the ratings for that spot. They had the worst Dynamite ratings in the history of Dynamite that night. So
they're just continuing to go down. Like each week, like their average fluctuates, but they're not like they're in each quarter. They just keep going down, and it's like pretty soon if this keeps going the way it is, they're going to be hitting collision numbers here pretty quick.
I could fix it.
Okay, how?
You heard? Well, you heard how I fixed the draft, right? Fucking genius, right?
Yep. Okay.
At the top of every hour, you just preempt the first 5 minutes with How I Met Your Mother.
Yeah.
Yeah. As soon as people start watching How I Met Your Mother, you switch back over to wrestling.
Yeah.
And you pop that number.
Yep. Yeah.
Am I wrong?
No, you're absolutely right. But that's the other funny thing.
Their best quarter is they're coming out of Big Bang Theory. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, the best quarter is coming out of Big Bang Theory.
But that's the funny thing. Even this last week, and I've already seen the ratings from last
Wednesday.
Sorry, my brain just completely. And the Big Bangers aren't doing it for them anymore. Like their first number.
They weren't on. They weren't on.
Oh, they were preempted.
Yeah, I think it was something else that was on.
Well, then
they're saying the last quarter was because of the people were waiting on the hockey game to come on.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
so,
it's hysterical.
We could get into it, not today, but I think we're.
Who's yelling?
I think it's on Ricky's end.
Oh,
Ricky just told him to shut the fuck up. It's my house. Yo, I get to get the fuck out. Yeah, I think within the next 2 years, we are going to see a substantially different AEW, maybe studio show type atmosphere
next year.
Or we're going to be watching it on Tubi.
I was going to say, give it to the next year. Whenever they announce a new TV deal with whoever they end up signing with, whether it is Warner Brothers Discovery, which I don't think is going to happen, or whoever they like, whatever streaming service they sign with, it's going to the AEW is going to look drastic.
What happened with HBO?
Yeah, I know. They weren't they supposed to do a thing on HBO or not HBO, but on Max to stream every pay-per-view. Yeah. That hasn't materialized.
No, they were gonna stream their normal shows on Max.
Yeah. Were they going to stream all the shows? I thought they were just going to do the pay-per-views. I thought that's what I remember hearing was it was going to be a 12-month deal to do.
Jay Walker says it's on free TV in the UK. So what does that mean? Though we have cable here, right? So we pay. I guess we pay for our cable. What is free TV? What are they? Channel 8 in the UK? How does that work?
Well, but I thought DAZN was their UK provider, their European provider.
Zone.
Yeah, DAZN, whatever. DAZN, whatever you call it.
Yeah.
So, because it's not on Sky, because, at least, again, and the UK gentleman may be able to correct me, but it's not on Sky because WWE has that locked up over there.
Is that Sky is over there? I thought that was Canada.
No, Sky Sports is, well, it's Canada because it's all European.
Gotcha.
It's Canada and
I think this is ITV, which is channel 3. It's even lower than 8. It's not even on the WB. Wow, channel 3.
ITV. That's interesting.
It says, oh, let's watch AEW. Just turn the fucking knob till they get to the fucking 3.
God.
Is there a 3? I don't have a 3 on cable. Nah, WWE is on TNT Sports in the UK.
Really?
Yes, that's what he said. Yeah. Is there a Sky Sports over there?
Yeah, there is. I thought there was Sky Sports.
I thought Sky Sports was their equivalent to Fox.
Not that I remember.
I don't know. I don't get over there.
Google it.
Often. I don't get over there very often. So no. Jay Walker's our correspondent in the UK.
Yeah. Hey, Jay, we might have to get you on here to talk about that.
I'm absolutely Jay. Go to our Facebook. Do they have Facebook in UK? In the UK,
yeah,
They got Facebook all over.
Fuck, I don't know. They're terrible. Fucking Facebook's terrible.
Zuckerberg's a disease. He spreads everywhere.
Zucker turd. Is he over there? He's the one that fucking stopped the Brexit. Cocksucker. Used to be on Sky Sports when I was younger, but not anymore. Got you.
Interesting.
Jay, how old are you? Bring me on. I'd love to bring you on, Jay.
Yeah, let's get you on, dude.
You listen. Go. You got to go to our Facebook page, Hardway Wrestling. You see the little bleeping things up here. That's the logo you're looking for, and just go like the page. Send me a message, and we'll get you on next time. Love to have a UK correspondent.
Please.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool. So we did have some UK guys. We were talking 31. He's a baby. He's a baby.
Yep.
Oh my God. You got to sign a permission slip before you come on. I'd love to have you on, Jay. That would be pretty cool. I do have some parameters. You're gonna have to. Your dad is not going to be able to play bass in the background. You're gonna have to be able to turn your phone or a laptop, whatever you have. Rather you have a laptop and good connection. Good connection for sure. Do they have good? What is there? They have good connections over there because it's raining all the time, right? In the bad weather.
Hey, usually cloud cover is actually better for signal because the way it bounces off the.
You're a bunch of shit. You know what the fuck you're talking about. I'm kidding.
Okay. Hey.
I grew up rock in Austin. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Attitude era. That's good. Good time to be alive.
Yeah, Austin era. Yeah, no, love to have you on. Here's what I need you to do. I need you to take whatever device you use, your phone, your laptop. I need you to be near the Eiffel Tower because I believe that's the best reception you're going to get. Just pull up right beside the Eiffel Tower, jump off at the Louvre, wherever.
No. The Big Ben in London. Like that's
always with your Big Ben, your Big Deck, your Big Ben, Scotty, Yam Bag Scotty. God damn. Bam Bam, Yam Yam Bam Bam, or what was it? Yam Bigelow.
Hello, please.
Yam Jones. Oh, Yam Jones. Yeah, find us on Facebook, and we will. We'll get you on there. I hope you speak good English, because I cannot stand English people's accents, bro.
Dude, that's what the best part of it.
France, not English. God damn it! Now it's in. They moved it.
What?
They moved. Can you believe that they moved the Eiffel Tower to France?
Yeah, it happened. It happened about I don't know.
Didn't we trade you guys for the Statue of Liberty or some shit like that? There's one in Vegas. And not the real ones in Vegas, right? And then they made some, some fake one, some duplicate over. Just fucking around. Anyway, yeah, send me a message. We'll love to have you on sometime. So,
by the way, going back to the accents, let me tell you something. The best
our
thing
next pay-per-view show, we're gonna have Jay on for our predictions.
There you go.
There we go. We'll do that.
But the best thing about
the Leaning Tower. How about the Leaning Tower of Pisa? Where is that? Because I'm hungry right now. Where is that at? Do anybody know where that's at? I never understood though why it didn't have pepperoni. I guess they fell off because it's like lean and shit.
Anyways,
All the grease and the cheese sliding.
That's what it is. That's what it is.
But
Like pizza.
To go back to my original statement, the best thing about the accents is when these guys start cussing. It is like you can't get mad at a English person or Irish person or any of these people when they start cussing because it sounds
He's gonna
so
call you a wanker.
Yeah, but it sounds so proper.
I want him to call me a cunt. That's what I want to be called, Jay. Are you allowed to say that? Jay's only 31. I don't know if he's allowed to say that. He said he was spot on for Backlash. You know what? So was everyone else, Jay. That show was probably the most predictable show ever. But yeah, no, that'd be cool to have Jay on for the, maybe we'll just get him to do our NXT rundown. He can just send me the video and then we'll just post it. Cunt is our favorite word in you.
Yeah.
Jay is my new best friend. Jay, are you going to Vegas for WrestleMania? You should. It's only a hop across the puddle, right? Or pond. What am I?
Little bit longer of a hop than you think, but
yeah. Is it like driving to North Carolina for a wrestling match and then driving back?
Gosh.
God, it's terrible. Cunt. I fucking love it. I love it. I love it. Since that roast of Tom Brady, all bets are off for anything from here on out. You could be as fucking grody and racist as you want. It doesn't matter as long as you love somebody. As long as you love them at the end, it's calling them names. It's like $4,000 to do all. That's, bro. That's not. I spent $5 in Philly and I drove there.
And whose fault is that?
I loved every minute. I was in
except for the freezing cold.
What did you say, Jason?
He was in Vegas for his 30th birthday. Yeah, we love Vegas. Well, we'll figure that part out, Jay. We'll get you to Vegas. We'll get you to Vegas. We'll buy you a kayak. They sell those rubber ones, right? You can just float. You just float over. You're gonna have to leave early though. When's it? They moved it. You have to start at the beginning of April because it's at the end of April now, right? So you got a month to float there. It's really not. It's not ridiculous.
I think it'll take them a little longer
than. Hopefully, California earthquakes itself into an island between now and then, so you can just skip that shithole.
He says, "Fly me over." I think we've sent women over there on cargo cans, and it doesn't take long for them to get there. Some of them aren't breathing when they get there, but that's just part of the game. So you got to get in one of those cargo containers. Yeah. So anyway, we're rambling. Anyway, that's going to do it for Hardway Wrestling. We'll be back on Friday with some more shenanigans. No Austin today. He can go fuck himself. We'll see you next time
on the Hard Way.
Peace.
This fucking guy wants us to fly him over.
That's a